Rube Goldberg machines are fascinating to watch. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's essentially saying a marble rolls down this track, it hits a boot, the boot kicks over something, then that triggers something else. It's super fun to watch. Automated actions in ODOO, when triggered properly, can be a lot like a well-designed Rube Goldberg machine. Today I'm going to walk you through an example where we're using the status on our sales order as the marble, and it's going to kick off an activity for one of our employees to call our customer and follow up. So before anything else, let's go ahead and click the monkey and get into developer mode. And let's go ahead and get into sales, and let's find a nice sales order here. So our goal today is to create a new activity based on this status field right here. That activity is going to be assigned to the salesperson for this sales order. We want them to call the customer and just make sure everything's good. So now that we've got that established, let's go ahead and set up our development environment a little bit by duplicating this tab. And then in our second tab, we're going to go into Studio. In our second tab here, we're going to go to Automations, and we're going to go to New. It's always good to have a good name, so we're going to say Create Follow Up Activity on Sales Order Confirmed. Our model is already set appropriately. It's a sales order. And now we need to decide what our trigger is. Going back to our example of the Rube Goldberg machine, the trigger is whatever starts the marble rolling down the track. It kicks everything off. So we need to make sure that that is defined well. Otherwise, the whole thing won't work. So again, this is V17, so it's going to look a bit different than V16 or before. But essentially, in V16 or really any of the other versions, we can come in and we can say on save, and that's going to help us out. These values updated is a new thing, so we're going to go ahead and go with on save because it's more broadly applicable here. We're going to stop again for a second and make sure everybody's on the same page. So the record needs to be saved for this to trigger. Otherwise, it won't work. So we don't want it to trigger for every single field that's saved, every single field that's changed. We actually only want it for a certain field. So let's go ahead and check which field that is. So let's hop back to our first tab, and we're going to hover over this field. Again, we're in developer mode, so this shows up nicely. But our field is state, and we want this to be triggered if the field state is updated to sales order. So we're going to make it super clear here. We're going to go to search more, and then we're going to type in the field right here that says state. Again, we see field name is state. This is the one we want. So whenever we have a save that affects our state field, we want to trigger this action here. Stop again real quick. We don't want to trigger this action for every single state change. We only want to trigger it for state changes where it wasn't confirmed before, but now it is. So we're going to set that. So we do that right here, the before update domain. So before we have the update, we actually want to say that the state didn't equal confirmed. So we're going to go here, we're going to go to state, see this, that's our field name, and we're going to say is not equal to, that's that exclamation point and our equal sign, is not equal to sales order, which is confirmed. We're going to go ahead and confirm that, okay? And now we're going to say when to apply it. So our new rule is going to be state equals sales order. So before it didn't equal sales order, now it equals sales order. So now that marble's rolling, but what are we going to have it do? So now we're going to come down and add an action. Again, this is different than older versions of ODOO, but it's very similar overall. So we're going to come in here and we're going to choose the type. It's going to be create activity. So we're going to set our activity type up as a call because we like that soft touch, and we're going to say follow up with customer. We're going to set our due date as 3 days after that. We're going to give our people a little bit of time, but not too much time. And then we're going to set this as a dynamic user based on the record. So the dynamic user here is saying that it's going to be different for every single record. So what we get is it's saying we want to have the activity go to whoever this user ID is. So knowing ODOO as I do, I know that this is the salesperson for the sale order. But say we don't know that, or say we want somebody else. Well, we come down to salesperson here. You can see in our helpful little box that the field is user ID. So this is going to give an activity to the salesperson. But if we want to add another field here that we want it tied to, we can totally do that. We'll just need to change the user field here so that it goes to that user and not our salesperson. Lastly, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of a description here to help our people. So we're going to say, check in with the customer and see that they are fully satisfied with the order. And now we're ready to save and close, and we can go ahead and test this guy. So we're going to go ahead and go into our first tab, and we're going to test this guy out. So what we see is we've got this nice little order set up, and we're going to go ahead and confirm this. So it didn't do anything, so there's something we need to fix here. So let's look at our logic here. Our status before didn't equal sales order, but we came in and created this in one fell swoop. Inside of ODOO 16 and before, we can actually set this and say on save or creation. And I kind of prefer that logic. I wish they'd kept it. But let's see if we can figure this out real quick. So we're going to go ahead and try edit domain. We're going to add something here and say the status was not set before. And we're going to say it can be any of these things. So it could be sales order, or that we're not confirmed yet, or that the status isn't set. Let's go ahead and try that real quick. Let's come back in. Let's cancel this. We don't need to do anything here. So we're going to get past all that. Go to set quotation. And then we're going to click confirm now. And you see that fixed it. And really half of these things is trying to figure out if it works. So always be testing this sort of stuff. It may seem like logically it should work, but you need to test it. So I hope that example helped you feel more comfortable with setting up automations to trigger activities inside of ODOO, because it's super useful to be able to set up your team, help them move through their processes properly. That way you don't have to manage everything so directly. You can just have ODOO do it. So get out there and get your Rube Goldberg machines going. You can do this.